Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Chris. It's a gorgeous Thursday night here in Los Angeles, and I'm catching the last of the daylight. I did my warm-up. I did my silks aerial conditioning and worked on a few tricks. And now I thought I'd come and talk a little bit about my favorite hip stretches. So I talked last night, not last night, 2 nights ago, about optimal hip health. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the stretches that you can do at home. So I will give you some variables that you can do based on your fitness level and what works for you. All right, beauty of outdoors in LA, right? So the first one that I want to talk about is pigeon stretch. So this one, again, I'm going to give you some variations. If you have super tight hips, you might need things like a block or a pillow or something to support you, and you take it at the place that you're at, and then you can move yourself along as you get more flexible. All right, so let's do it. Pigeon stretch. So I like to start in down dog, take my leg forward into a lunge. We talked about lunges before, and then move my foot over to the side so that I can sit up nice and straight and tall. This is going to get a different part of the glutes than when you lay forward, okay? So I like to start up here, make sure my hip is down, and it doesn't matter where your foot is, okay? I'm going to turn around in a second so you can see this on the other side. It doesn't matter where your foot is. It can be by your hip or it can be further out in front. It just is going to depend on your flexibility. If you want to get more stretch, turn your toes under, walk your knee back, and oh yeah, you're going to feel that right here. So this is working a little bit more of that back hip flexor when you stay upright. All right, let me switch it out to the other side so you can see my foot. So I'm going to take the other foot forward, and you can keep that foot right by your hip, okay? Just make sure, see how this hip is turned up? We want to make sure it's turned down to the floor. And again, if you need to prop yourself with things, go ahead and do it. And then if that feels good, you can take that knee back a little bit. And then if you want, you can start to walk it forward or even lay all the way down. That's going to get into different parts of the hip, right? Now, if you're looking at me going, that is just crazy, there's no way I can do that, then what you can do is what I call lazy pigeon. It's legit, you can do it. I also call it bed yoga when I'm traveling and I don't want to get on a nasty floor. So what you can do is just lay down, bring your one ankle onto the knee, grab between your legs, bring your knees to your chest and relax your body. So I'm going to be pushing my knee away as I bring my other knee to my chest. Let me do that on the other side so you get a different angle. Okay, starting on the back. And you don't want to be sitting up. I'm just talking to you, but really you're going to start laying down. Ankle on the knee. One hand goes between the knees, the other around. Knee comes up. Lay back, I'm pushing this knee away and I'm pulling the right knee towards me. And then you would just breathe. All right, so that's lazy pigeon for when you want to be lazy or it's not working for you to go face down, or sometimes if you have an injury, one way will work better than the other. All right, so that's numero uno. The next one I'm going to do is a variation of a yoga pose called Happy Cow. There's a Sanskrit name, but I won't go into that. We're just going to do the leg portion of this one. So pretend like we were in pigeon, okay? So I was in pigeon. We're getting ready to transition to Happy Cow. Watch this. Just bring your back knee right behind your front knee, and the feet are out to the side. I'm not sitting on my feet, and my toes are going backwards. I don't want to bring them out to the side. So I'm going to show you that again from the other side so you can see it. I'm in pigeon. I bring my back knee behind my front knee and cross the feet so they're on the other side. I'm going to show you from the front now. Okay, here I am on the front. My knees are stacked and my feet are out to the side. My feet follow what my legs are doing. So they can be close to the hips. That's easier. The further away you get, the harder it is. This is where you may need a block or a cushion. If you need to put something under your hips because you're like, there's no way I'm going to get my butt down to the ground, just lean forward, put the block there, and make sure both sit bones are on the block. That should give you a better vantage point for stretching. This stretches the whole outer part of the hip here. All right, this is perfect to transition to the third one, which is, we call it double pigeon is one of them, right? So I'm going to take that top foot, I'm going to slide it to the top of my thigh. I'm going to move my hips so that they're facing forward, and I'm going to try to stack my knees and ankles together. Now, again, if this is impossible, you can sit on a block, all right? You can sit on a pillow. The other thing you can do to accommodate for this is to take that bottom foot and put it more towards your hip. So the further out that foot is towards the knee, the harder it's going to be. And look, it's not perfect for me, okay? My knee is away from my ankle, but I'm going to breathe into this. I'm going to flex my feet. The other common thing that people do is they take that foot and they angle it like this. No. Don't do that. It's going to put a lot of stress on that joint. Make sure it's right on top of the thigh, foot is flexed. Make sure that top foot is right where it is. You can move the bottom one as you need. I like to press into my feet. And then if you want for a little bit more stretch, you guys, you can bend forward. Oh yeah, that's so good. For those of you who are super duper flexible, you can start to take your foot away from each other this way, pull them away. I am not quite there yet. Not yet, you know? The other thing you can do for a stretch is you can kind of rock the baby. So you take your foot and you can stay right here. Your foot is nice and flexed. You're holding underneath here and you just rock your baby out. If you want a deeper stretch, then you're going to want to try and get your foot in your elbow and you can reach around this way and bring it more to your chest and rock your baby. So those are my 4 favorite hip stretches. You do them and tell me what you think. All right, it's getting a bit noisy out here, so till next time, I'll see you later. Bye.